Good morning, everybody. My name is Dalton. Welcome back to another episode of Garage 99. In today's video, we have a 2002 Dodge Durango. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why are you reviewing such a weird car? This specific one only has one owner and has less than 50,000 miles on it. It is ridiculously clean. Very well optioned out. This thing has factory heated seats. It's a 2002. I can hear a little bit of exhaust on it. Other than that, I feel like I'm sitting in a same year Grand Cherokee, because when I first met my wife, when we were first dating, she had the same year in a Jeep Grand Cherokee. This is the same equivalent vehicle of that, other than the fact that it has a third row of seating. Would you look at the quality of the seats in this thing? They're like half leather, half suede microfiber. I mean, they're really comfortable, actually. Same steering wheel, same everything else as a Jeep Grand Cherokee. Basically, the only difference is, even though they're the same maker, one has a third row seating and one does not. This actually does sound really good. It has a 5.9 liter. Yeah, this has the 5.9 liter, where with the Jeep Grand Cherokee, I believe you'd get the 4.7. This thing has very, very low miles, and it does drive very well. This is all-wheel drive, not rear-wheel drive or anything, and you still can switch it to 4 high and 4 low for, you know, winter, off-roading, whatever you choose to do with it. This has nice front row heated seating. You get low and high options right here, just by your fingertips. The ride's really smooth, very, very comfortable to drive on the freeway. Now, because we are back in 2002, you did get a nice compact CD disc audio player. You've got rear heated controls because you do have 2 rows behind you, so they are probably going to want different temperatures than you. You know, this is the, I want a Jeep, but I have more than 2 kids. You can throw them in the very back. I don't see any DVD players or nothing back there. I guess you'll have to keep them occupied some other way, maybe with an iPad, because we have those now. Yeah, this thing drives unbelievably smooth. And because it is a little older, even though it has low miles, it's not a very expensive vehicle. Huge shout out to Monicatti Auto Sales for letting us borrow this thing today, because all kept hinting at it like, dude, you gotta drive this thing. And I see why. I mean, even though it is an older vehicle, I always have a soft spot for early 2000s vehicles, because that's kind of when I grew up. Everybody has that era they grew up in. I'm a 90s kid, so early 2000s vehicles is kind of what I get drawn to. And I'm very comfortable in this. I just don't want to go falling in love with it now. There are literally 0 noises inside of this vehicle. There's no creaks, there's no rattles, there's no anything. This is a very nice vehicle. It's only a 1-owner car. You could be the second. Just kidding. You could, though. I'm not entirely sure on the horsepower numbers. I'm sure I'll put them right here at the bottom of the screen for you guys. But in the early 2000s, this and the Jeep Grand Cherokee were some of the fastest SUVs on the market. And I know we've come a long way since then, almost 20 years, a lot has changed. Mid to high 200 horsepower with a all-wheel drive V8. They put down some good numbers. I'm gonna put the heated seat on just to see how well it works. Pulls real smooth. It's got some power. The thing is, with a vehicle like this, I'm not trying to sell this vehicle. I'm just explaining the situation of a vehicle like this. You get a low-mile car that doesn't have any electronic issues, so you can put tons and tons of miles on it and not have anything go wrong, because it's not completely optioned out modern vehicle with touch screens and engine stops when you come to a light, and there's like keyless entry. You still have all the analog items with a low mile vehicle that'll last you forever. Where if you buy a 50 or 60,000 mile newer car, you can't put another 100,000 miles on it without having the worry of something electronic failing on you, because it's not mechanical. It's not meant to last as long necessarily, especially in Michigan, going through the winters and everything. I don't even know if this vehicle has seen a Michigan winter. It's unnecessarily clean. I'll show you guys more when we get stopped, but it's beautiful. So we don't get an exhaust clip for it today. There is an officer of the local municipality over there. I'm not gonna upset anybody, and there's kids at the park, so we're gonna go ahead and skip that today. Sorry guys. You do have a tow hitch with this, with the tow package. I will be putting across the bottom of the screen here what the towing rating is of the Dodge Durango. Those are the factory chrome wheels. I mean, look at how good of shape they are. Everything on this vehicle is in pristine condition. There's no rust anywhere on this thing. I mean, it is immaculate shape. Let's go ahead. Oh, back's locked. Hang on. Go ahead and take a look at the back. So because you do have the third row, your back with the seats up is not the most optimal space on the planet. However, so you pull that up and lay it flat, and then this should just lay flat. And then you have this to complete it. So that is how much freaking room you get when you have the back seat down. It's an incredible amount of space in here. So it's probably easier to do from the front, but I'm in the back, can't do much about it. Your back seat, you have tons of space. You've got the running board step to get into the vehicle, just in case. But tons of headroom. They do have a little bit of a cutout for you. Back here you do get your heat and your climate control vents and everything. This back seat in front of me is very, very far back. I'm not gonna say it's realistic. So that's sitting behind myself, 6'2", tons of headroom, tons of legroom. It's a very practical, easy vehicle to maneuver, to get around in. You have very durable materials that everything's made of too. It's the early 2000s plastic. I mean, you can get it dirty and it just cleans right off. And then up here, you've got all of your early 2000s climate controls, radio, everything else. You've got your heated seats over here. Huge cup holders. I mean, I'm not even sure what to do with a cup holder that big. Then you've got the adjustable size ones that'll hold your drinks in place. Huge center console for all of your items. You can put your CDs right here, you know, because this car is an early 2000s car. Your steering wheel, I mean, everything's really simple about this. It does say RT because this is the RT edition. Very nice leather, very comfortable, not broken into too much. It's actually really well taken care of. And the tires are gonna be Firestone 275/60 17s. With a lot of tread left. The car definitely doesn't need anything. So with the RT package, you do get a 5.9 liter instead of the 4.7 liter V8 that was in Jeep Grand Cherokee. That's the best motor you can get out of that. So this one goes from, instead of the 4.7 having 235 horsepower, you get 250 horsepower in this car. So a little bit of bump in power. I'm not sure if it's a better engine or not. It probably is, but you don't get that option with Jeep. And you get the nice seats, heated leather with suede inserts in the dash, or on the, with the suede inserts in the doors and the seats, all the rows. So it's a pretty nice vehicle. I can honestly say I'm surprised how nice it is. So I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. Huge shout out to Monicatti Auto Sales. We're located in New Baltimore off of 94 and New Haven Road. I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. If you like these videos, guys, hit the like button, subscribe. Peace out, keep turning those gears.